before we talk about the BS200-250 13, the third generation. Now let us to watch the first generation. With the first generations, we can compare with the models just like this. This is our real models of the second generation, and this is the first generation. The biggest difference we can see directly is that full tank cover. Because in this cover we have the LED light, and with this cover we don't have any light, just the plastic covers. And with this thing, we can see these models in this picture. We use a disc and disc, and we use a two-piston braking systems to here to give you more security, and the braking performance will be higher, will be improved. And as we know, in the second generations, we can choose a PR series engine model or the CG series engine model. But for the first generations, maybe we only can choose the CG series model. But it's not matters, because CG series model is more stable, and it's very common and very convenient for you to tell your customers. It is very easy to repair, to fix. Okay, let's see. And we can see in the picture that the first generations, the seat is a one seat, but this arco is so deep, so it can be a fake slide seat. Okay, as we said in this part, we use a longer and bigger muffler, but in the second generations, we use smaller. I will show you the second generation in this side later, and we can see the founder be here with just a very long, and just have one finger in here. So this is the first generations of BS200-13. And we have one side be here. We use this one, the normal shock. And okay, let's go to the next. This is the other side of the real model. In the live show, the real model is show you the left side, and the picture show you the right side. So we can watching our muffler directly and clearly. This muffler will be more shorter and will be more smaller. You can compare with the generation 1. So why we use the smaller? Because so many customers are ask for the longer, the bigger one. Why we use a smaller in this type? You can let your computer or phone more than you, yeah, far than you. You will find that the smaller and the shorter muffler will give a good experience to all the models, not just like the longers. Okay, in these models, we can we have a real one in our live shows. We can show this part is a real we have introduced so many times, because this design will be more popular and will be the main trend in the motorcycle market. And we use a slide seat. With the slide seat, we have told the adventure very many times about this one, because it is so comfortable for the passengers, and it is so convenient to keep some things under the seat. Also, I have to say the LED light, because in the first generation of here, we don't have any LED lights among these models. But in these models, the headlight, the tank cover, the tail light, we all use this one. And next, in this picture, you can't see any protector under or between the front tire and the engine. But in our real model, you can see we have used this protector. We have said this protector have two effects. The first is protect our driver, because sometimes when you have fun, you have you have a high speed, you have run so fast. When you have a crash, maybe this protector will protect you, will protect your customers. And the second effort of this part is it can be more personalities. It can be one use, because you can change the other's color, the other's design for this. So finally, the different from the first generation. The second generation, about the engines, we can choose a PR series engine. PR series engine is more powerful than the CG series engines. Is 13% higher than the CG series models. And our technical sections has readjust the carburetor with the engine. So this part will give you more attractive feeling. Now we review our two models of the BS200-13. Maybe you can in the other words, this is the basic and this is the last design. And next is our new energy models. New energy models will be the trend in the future, because more and more countries want to look up for the environment, and they want to the more clear air, more clear route, more without the noise, without the gas. So the new engineer is the new trend in the future. As we know. We can know the similar things between the picture with the real models. In here, we also use a LED tank cover, but the seats they use the first generations with a low arco line, give you more comfortable, and use the one fenders. But in the structures of this part and this part, they have the plastic covers to give you more sporty style. In this part is our bacteria. Be here to give you more power by that part. And also we can use the two discs, the first front disc and the rear disc in this one. It also uses a single rear shocks in here. So if you're interested in these models, maybe you can follow our official website. After we introduce the street models, we have maybe you want to see other models with off-road style and the vacation style and the street style. So we will recommend these models to you. Second chance, easy second chance in today. We will see that the top of these models we have just like a off-road style, because the muffler is too up and the cover is so in sharp. The outline of the cover is so in sharp, and also it is used inverse shock in the front, give you more safety. But the tires, we can see the tire style is for the street, for the urban traffic. And as we know, this part we use two discs. And for the engines, you can choose about 200 and 250s, all is okay. Okay, now we turn to Spanish parts.
Hola a todos, aquí es Vivimos y Vivamos PNBD Bashan Feria Online Live Show. Ok, vamos a recomendar el modelo BS200-13 serie. Ahora tenemos dos generaciones con gasolina. Es la primera, todo con configuración básica. Amortiguadores normales, disco freno delantero y disco freno trasero. También podemos usar tambor freno trasero para más económico. También con este tubo escape también es la generación primera, con cubierta total con acero inoxidable. También este cobertor de tanque sin luz. Ok, es la segunda generación. Agregamos luz en cobertor tanque. También cortamos la dimensión de tubo escape para estilo más deportivo. También por acá en la cola añadimos piso cuartafango trasero por neumáticos para evitar agua, lluvia y lodo más fácil. También usamos haciendo divididos más fácil reparar. También la parte trasera se puede abrirse solo. Debajo del asiento hay espacio para sacar algunas cosas pequeñas para la vida cotidiana. Este modelo podemos usar otro modelo de motor PR250. Así tenemos tres opciones para motor: CG serie, CB serie y PR serie. Ok, la ventaja de PR 250 tiene potencia 30% más de CG serie y torque. También less vibración, menos vibración y más cómodo. Y sobre CG serie también tiene ventaja propia. Por ejemplo, en el mercado está más común, es más fácil reparar y también está más económico. Todo según usted. También podemos usar disco freno más grande y con modelo flor o normal, según usted, también económico, así normal y más pequeño. Por este lado no se puede ver, pero puedo darle la información de tubo escape. Este tubo escape es un poquito largo que la imagen, pero más moderno. La parte mediana con cromo y por dos lados con cubierta acero inoxidable está más moderno y elegante. También usamos tanque de combustible más grande para la distancia viaje larga. También tapa lateral tenemos dos partes, una con carbono y una con pinta. Pienso que es una buena relación entre las partes, los plásticos con colores y con diseño. Sobre el soporte de pie usamos material aluminio, está más fuerte y más cómodo. Y esta parte me gusta más, porque esta parte no solo se puede protector motor, también por dos lados hay punto se puede evitar caer de la moto, los dañados. Okay. También tenemos el plan para el futuro con nueva energía. Este modelo con batería, pero tiene más potencia. Por ejemplo, esta potencia en promedio se puede ser 7 kilovatios y por lo más 13 kilovatios. También tiene mejor aceleración en el comienzo de arranque. También podemos ver cambiamos travesaño para este modelo con nueva energía. También agregamos muy bonita soporte y protector de batería. Y también debajo de batería tenemos plástico para proteger. Estamos examinando este modelo en laboratorio y tenemos bastante las informaciones y datos. Ok, así es todo.
Okay, Dido. We have three models. Just use the basic model of BS series. Which one you prefer?
Me gusta más con energía
Oh,
nueva.
energía. And about this which part you like most of this model? Just the engineer.
No. I think the design of the covers and the bumper of battery and the
Yes.
rear fork.
Yeah, I think the design and the color is very futures, just like the new energies for these models. Okay, we have finished the second recommendations, and later we will show you the new models. In that new models is we never introduced one off-road model, right? So please keep watching our live show, and later we will give you one model shows.
Gracias por su ver. Luego vamos a ver un modelo de todoterreno.
请导播帮我们切下翼龙的公路片。